Longhorn economy, and we kind of had a problem last episode. If you'll notice, the world looks a little different, and that's because we had a system crash, and I'm pretty sure it's because of that skybox we were using. So I went ahead and, oh wow, okay. We have found cobalt. Looks like cobalt. Is it cobalt? It is cobalt. Okay.
Meteor scan
And
inbound.
it kind of overloaded the system a little bit, so I took it out and rebooted, and here we are, and lo and behold, seems to be running pretty good right now, so hopefully we can carry on with our plan here. Um, looking for ice. Sometimes there is ice on ones that have, aha, ones that have multiple ores. So, wow, if we were doing a mining episode, this would be the rock that we want. But alas, we're doing economy, so getting ores is pretty much useless unless we have a contract that tells us we need to get some. Because honestly, that's not really in our ballpark of things. So let's go ahead and check out what is out here. Oh, what was that? There's something out here that's... What is this? Alright, it's a little rock. Very, very small rock that will keep us safe from the sun for a minute. Because I am going... Well, when we're done with that, we're going to take those and close those out. Wow, that's a lot of stuff all in one rock. Yeah, well, and the other rock too. Okay. So let's see here. We'll get some rations, and off to this rock we go. And see if there's ice on this rock, because this is a fuel operation right now, and we need fuel. And Minuteman, when you hop back on and see this, I meant to say hi, but everything kind of went toast, so if you pop back on, I'll say hi again. Alright, and back we are. I don't know why she's breathing so heavy. We didn't run anywhere. Hey, thanks for joining. Alright, let's see here. Ice. We want ice and a little bit of shelter from the sun. Ice. Oh wait, oh, is that the... That's might be the gunship. We'll see. When it pops back up, we'll try to see what that indicator is. Oh, I do like it when I have these, because you can kind of... silicone. Okay. So there's silicone right here. So let's see, is that on the other side of the rock? Is it exterior or interior? Okay. Alright, so it seems like the silicone is in the hole. Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. So now we know where there's some silicone. Again, still checking for ice, because there occasionally is ice where these things are, but we are not so fortunate this time either. Good gravy. This is like a no ice neighborhood. Alright. Okay, let's hop in the dark over here and see what we can do here. Uh-huh. Alright, well that looks like that's our next target. It looks shiny, so hopefully that's positive vibes for what we're going after here. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see here. I've been fooled before by shiny rocks. Wait. Whoa, this one's still shiny. Oh my gosh, we actually found an ice ball, guys. Holy mackerel. Okay. We have fuel from now until the end of the gravy. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe this. Oh, I got so excited I couldn't even stand it. Okay, we're going to name this a mother lode ice because this is the mother lode. Wow. Wow. Okay. So we might be doing some ice mining for a little while, guys. Okay. We're gonna make this a color that yeah. Okay. So how far away are we? Where are you at? There you are. Oh my gosh, it's only 9 kilometers from our current position. Oh yes! Okay. Oh yeah, nope. I can't believe I missed it. Woohoo! Yay! 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 All right, guys, let's get some ice. Wait, what's that? Oh, is that stupid thing? Okay. So now that we found our goal, we're gonna take that and that and that and that, and we're gonna clear our HUD of those because we don't need to see them. We just need to see the mother load. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and just step on here. Now, because we've got, we're gonna go and make, I mean, I can afford to lose a little bit of ice, sure. Alright, so we made ourselves a little bit of a tunnel. Now, for those of you that are new, if you make a tunnel like this, and then you go to mine a bunch of ice and ore and stuff, the rocks won't go flying out into space. Oh, look at that. See? It just kind of float around in the hole that you made.
Inventory.
Oh, this is great. This is great. That's the beacon. We don't want the beacon.
Low.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. We want to go there. Ah, this is great. Great, great, great. Couldn't be better, guys. The one thing that we're allowed to mine, like, just to use. The only thing we can mine that just to use. Although, I have seen contracts with this new update that has allowed us to actually sell this stuff, which is really cool. We could make an ice miner, a hydrogen miner. Now that we could do, because this is literally the only thing we can mine that we can actually process on the station and use on the station, which is really cool. Oh, this makes me very, very happy because now we've got, you know, some stuff here. So we are going to not make this into an ice mining episode, but we're gonna definitely we're definitely going to be moving this entire show over to the motherlode. All right, we're going to the motherlode. We're going to camp by the motherlode. And you know what we might even do? You know what? It just occurred to me. You know what we might do? If we rotate this and put this right here, we can actually back it right up to the motherlode, and then we can actually like just attach the station to the motherlode. That would be nice. So the question is, do we attach it from the warehouse? Or do we attach it? Ooh, we might want to attach it from this side. And the reason why I say we might want to attach it from this side is because of the fact that we have these on this side over here. We might want to give them the most amount of exposure. So yeah, this may be where we will want to do that. So let's go ahead and we'll set up. Let's set up some steel plates. Actually, oh, Of course it's critical. Why wouldn't it be critical? Oh, yeah, of course, that's right, I forgot. We have that over there. We gotta start putting more of these around the station so that we can get recharge really easy. Alright. So, yeah. Let's do this. And we can always change it later. If we find that it's not the best spot for it, we can always stick it somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the very best spot for it. Alright, so let's see. And we're going to use, I don't want to use just steel plates. I want to use those I-beams because they, oh, wait a minute. What about the new, oh, we've got those new, where are the new construction component, the new pillars and stuff? Where are the new ones? They must be over under structures. There's these, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we've got these beams here and stuff. And actually, yellow is a really good option. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Yeah, let's just keep them on yellow. So, yeah, let's do these right here. Got long ones, longer ones. Yeah, see, these are the new, oh, wow, you know what we could do? We could do this one here for the landing platforms, too. Look at that, guys. This is really cool. It's got connectors already in place. How cool is that, right? Angles. Oh, wow, these are nice. These come with the new DLC for the economy update, guys. If you haven't had a chance to see it, there's some really cool creators that have put some really nice stuff together to explain about how all these are and everything. But you're going to get to see me use probably some of them here at some point, like right now. This isn't going to really do the trick exactly what I had in mind right there, but it might do the trick down here. No, the angle's wrong. But that would be really good to put up on top of here. Is that one, and just put it around there, and then we could take this and use, and it has a connection in it, but it's the new DLC one, so we don't have to salvage that. Alright, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take this color scheme here. Don't worry, we are definitely, well, I can't, well, we're gonna stick with the plan. Okay, so we want to do these I-beams because I really like how they are, and I think that really illustrates kind of what we're doing here. So we run that off here, that off here, that off here. Do we have motors in here somewhere so that we can actually like finish this thing off? Because I feel like I want to get this particular one done because then we won't have to worry about trying to... Dang, we don't have any motors at all, do we? Well, it is what it is. Okay, so that one, let's see. That is going to be a mechanical thing. Okay, so, and in the middle, that's where we're going to put the a steel block in the middle. That way it's got a point of contact. And this could be useful for a lot of different things, actually, but, well, you know what? We could do it this way, or, you know what? I just had another idea, guys. What if instead of putting it off the side here, what if we set it up like we're going to land on the planet anyway, and put some legs on it? And yeah, let's do that. Let's just, whoa. Let's, instead of doing this, let's just get the legs part done, and that'll give us a place to stay, to just be able to ultimately land on a planet with the station, and then be able to conduct operations. So actually, it would be probably better to set it up down here. But how are we going to do that, and where are we going to do that? Got one landing platform set up there. We can do one right here. We can do one right there. And we can do one right over here, maybe? And just do them on the, just a 4-point landing platform setup. That means we're going to have to probably run that one all the way down to that side there. That way we've got the thruster capability there. We're going to have to rearrange the thrusters. Let's just face it. They got to be rearranged to accommodate this entire base. So in that case, let's see here. In that case, I'm thinking right here we're going to need to do something with this. This is going to need to be, we're going to need to make this an I-beam. Oh, come on, really? Where are you at? Crispy Town? There you are. There, now we're not in Crispy Town anymore. Alright, let's get this off here. Alright, we're gonna go with a full block, a full block. And then we'll go with a full block here. Alright, and we're gonna we'll run I-beams down too from these full blocks. Alright, get that in there. I knew you were gonna do that, because you know why? You are not where you should be. Alright, let's get that in there. And then we'll go and get the, this barrel is going to be the ice barrel. So what we're going to do is, I still like to have emergency ice. I know it seems kind of crazy. Like, why? Why would you do that? What point does it serve? Well, it serves a good point. If we have an emergency ice reserve and we completely get sidetracked, which I do, then we end up being in a situation where I have some emergency ice just in case.
Energy low.
That's the ice bucket. The emergency ice bucket. Because unlike everybody else, I have a problem with that, so. Alright, let's go ahead and get this cleared out. Alright, so there is our thing there. Wow. Huh, interesting. Okay. Now we want I-beams. Ooh, you know what we could do? We could do those supports on this side here. We could, if we really wanted to. We could definitely do the supports, but not yet. No, we're gonna save those for a different situation. Okay, so sorry, I'm thinking about all those extra things we could use. We could do with them, you know, all the different things we could do with those blocks and stuff. Alright. So let's see here. We'll do there, 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 Alright, so that's going to be our solid pillar down. Now we need to go down far enough that we can actually, yeah, we're going to go down this far. So we're going to need to put another deck on this thing anyway, so. Alright. And we'll go one more down.
Energy critical.
And then the middle part, I think that, I don't know. Alright, so let's see how this is gonna go down. Oh, I just had a really cool idea. What about if we took... There's got to be something interesting that we could put down all the way down the middle of this that would be really kind of cool. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out. For now, we'll just do a steel block right here. Now, how big is this, the base of this magnetic plate? Huh. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to angle block these down. So let's do it like this. Oh.
No energy.
Yep, I just noticed. Gotta go in, get some energy. I was not paying attention, guys. You know, I have that bad tendency not to pay attention to the suit lady when the suit lady's trying to tell me I'm about to die. It's like this really, really bad habit. It's like an extra focus, you know? Alright, so back to work. Getting our foot in place. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this on, because it's going to look a lot better if we set it up like this. Now, I thought about doing something that's all mechanical, that raises and lowers, but, you know, it just didn't feel like the right design idea. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that thing in place. And then I already know what we're going to do for... this is one of those cases where we're going to hazard stripe it all the way down the side. Let's... Where? Okay, did I just... There it is. Yeah, see there, that looks a lot better. And then we can run all the way up this. We can run like a, actually the stripes, we could run them straight up the side here. So let's, we're gonna go with, I like this design for this. Okay. Okay, and then... Okay, now we'll do the yellow hazard stripe, and we'll do that on a plate up the side. Okay, so we'll do the plate on the side here, and let's see. Uh-oh, did something get spawned in? Yeah, see, this is gonna look so much better. What is that? Yeah, that looks good. Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, it does look good, but on the other hand, I feel like it might not be as connecty looking. I don't know. Alright, and then we go up here to this, and we're basically doing that all the way up. I mean, we gotta make sure it's strong. It's got, there's gonna be a total of 4 of these, so that we can actually, because I really think that it would be so cool to be able to land this on planetary surfaces and be able to like have our base like right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the same stripes on the bottom. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing welded up. I like it not from a standpoint like I'm trying to do some sort of like bee theme here, because I'm really not. I know it might seem that way, but I'm really not doing it that. I'm actually thinking in terms of I'm thinking in terms of what we're going to do for an industrial type of thing, and this is very industrial, and we need to keep it safe, you know? So now one of these squares I'm going to keep open. And the reason why I'm not gonna weld all of the squares. I'll put the metal in it right in the middle here. And the reason why is because I want to be able to. Okay, so that one's gonna have it in there, but I'm not gonna weld it up because I want to be able to get inside and do something on the inside too. I think that would look so cool. You know? Have something that you can see through the inside. Even if it's just like a regular, ordinary, you know, pillar. I just want something that looks kind of neat inside. Alright, there we go, guys. Now we have our landing gear right there. We'll do a series of those all the way around, but for now we only have the one, so that's what we're going to do. Hey, Minuteman! I'm glad you were able to make it back. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, okay, cool. Now let's go head over to the mother lode. Ah, good gravy. These rations are so unsatisfying, honestly, guys. Very unsatisfying rations. We need to find a place to get some better food. Uh-oh. We've got something loose back here. And I think I know what it is. It's this stupid this right here. Alright. We're gonna put you over here. And honestly, we're gonna make it a 3-box. Only because I kinda prefer that for a large grid situation, so. Good. Now back we go. Alright. Now we're gonna rotate it, make sure we're... Yep, nothing's lost. Good to go. Okay, motherlode ice, here we come. Let's go get it. Okay, on. We have 3. Outstanding. Off we go this way. I love that sound. That sound is so cool. Alright guys, we're heading over to the motherlode ice. We should get there pretty quick. Watching to see if anything pops up. Now remember, we did briefly have a run-in with pirates in this area, and so we got to keep our eyes peeled for them. And then, you know, remember, we're looking for very specific items if we can get them. Weapon systems, we need several. Lots, actually. We don't have the advantage of a safe zone on this station, so we need to create a safe zone of metal rain. Oh, I was going to check something out, though. I think when the opportunity presents itself, I want to see if... Oh, wait. Why are we not going? Did we... Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't realize, but I had left the dampeners on. That was real genius. I was like, would it freeze? We're not moving? But then I noticed... I noticed my food change, and I was like, hey. Hey. Alright, now we're going to drift because we've got the thrusters off. And now we're going to eat some more of those nasty kelp crisps. Yeah, we're rolling along nice. We always have to remember, though, that we are not a small ship. We are a large station. So we gotta aim ourselves a certain way to be able to do what we need to do, so... We should also set up a camera on one of those metal, one of the support beams. That way we can look down and see where that landing gear's going, but I think I'd rather wait until we've got 4 landing gear in place. Alright, let's do it. This is so freaking awesome. All right. Okay, we're gonna come up all close to the on side here. And then we're gonna do a rotation. Ready, steady, rotation happening now. Okay, now let's see, where is that sunshine? It's right there. Okay. Now, I do not know what the orientation of that sun is usually. So at least I know that if we angle this way, we will definitely have enough to hit our algae farms. And then we're gonna we'll set up our solar panels on the dorsal side. That way they're in a good position for that as well. We might do them on the sides too, I don't know. Alright, cool. Alright, we're at 2. Coming in for a good lock. Oh, we are definitely way off field here. Alright, rather focused right now, guys. now if we just slide it forward. Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and give it a hard dock. Parking engaged. Okay, there we are. We're now locked to the ice. Outstanding. This is where we're going to be for a little while, guys. What's that? A refinery station? Huh. UNMG. It's not very... I don't know if it's going to be friendly or not, but we could check it out. Wonder if they... I don't think I've ever messed with the refinery station. Wonder if they're friendly or not if you're not enemies of them. I don't know. Let's go check out our lock here. Alright, wow, we are barely on there, but it does count. Alright, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna first of all grab some ice.
Inventory full.
Okay, see what I mean, guys? If you don't make a tunnel, they drift around. Let's see. I mean, I guess that's not bad, but I kind of want to angle it better. Or put it right on there. That actually would be the best spot. Right on top there. Or maybe, actually, you know what? Well, if we do it here, I mean, we still have... got enough room to deal with it, I guess. Nah. I mean, that'll do. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so that thing is only about 9 clicks away. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's like... if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, let's fly out that direction and see what happens. If it warns us off, we can fly back. I'd take the other, but I don't know. This is a pretty short trip. I mean, it's actually a really short trip. So let's see here, guys. We're gonna drift up there and see if it yells at us. Okay. Okay. Potential hostiles. Oh, yep. Nope. Never mind. I'm not a hostile, dude. I'm not trying to take your stuff. Yep. Thank you for complying. Have a nice day. Okay. Okay, we're gonna sit down here and get some exposure done. Okay, so now let's we've got this ice all here. This is so nice. You know, I seriously thought about doing a drill setup, but again, we don't have a drill. But we kind of did set it up so that we could get certain things. Under scrapyard rules, you can get a drilling is not done in scrapyard rules, but so I think we're not going to be doing anything but hand drilling. So I guess a drill on this isn't going to matter, but that's okay. But we could get a drill ship. That could work. So, for ice, you know, we just have a tank on the back and it just loads it up. So let's go ahead and grab some more of this ice. That way we've got quite a bit in hand, and while we're exploring, it can be filling up our fuel tanks. And I think for the foreseeable future, though, we may just park ourselves right here. I mean, this is a pretty good spot, honestly. I mean, geez Louise, we have, like, fuel. Lots of fuel. So that's good. That's really good. Now, I wanted to know something. If I came down here, could I actually access this through these slots? No. Alright. I need to get a, we need to get a terminal set up down here somewhere. So, you know what we're going to do? Well, we don't have any motors. Damn. That's not good. Alright, well, we'll just dump it in here for now. Alright, so what we're going to do now is, what are we missing to finish off these thrusters here? We want to get this stuff welded up. Oh, constructions, okay. I want to get everything welded that needs to be welded as much as we can right now. I want to take a second and do that. So let's go ahead and do that. Take a couple of those. And go down here and see what we can get welded. I know we're going to have to move these things, but... Okay, grids. Alright, get you done. And then this is the last one here. And that one we got glass that we need to get. Let's see. Alright, so this is not going to do us any good right here. And this one's going to do us hardly any good. So let's get these things moved out of here and get them up here where they can actually do some good.
Storm inbound.
Of course there is. Alright. Oh, I like the yellow on here. That's pretty cool. So let's see here. Alright, so that should get some more energy on that. And then we'll take that one. And we'll put that one on this side here as well. So we got 2 vertical there. Alright, and then over here we'll do another one there. Alright, the yellow's kind of cool for that, but let's see here. I like the blue on this one, so we're going to go with blue. And we'll do the blue. this one, I feel like this is a really good spot for it. Like, just to lay it across the top here. Like that.
Energy low.
And I think that these could actually make really nice things to put on top there. So I think that's going to give us 2 good coverages. And I also feel like we need to get the this part here done a little different so that we can have a landing platform right there. Let's see, how big is that? How big is that piece that we were looking at earlier? That right there, the structural platform. This one here. How big? How technically big is that? Wow, that is like the entire ceiling. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's really big. Wow. Okay, if we did that, we would have to... Huh. Well, here's the thing. If we did that, we could bypass having all those conveyor lines, and we could actually run it a conveyor line straight up. But we'd have to put a whole bunch of lights on there, but we could do it. It would work. Yeah, I like that. That's actually a really cool idea. So let's do that. Alright, so we're going to hop in you. Activate you. There we go. That way you can get some more charge. Now the question is, that piece, it's a big one. It's very big. It's going to be like 5 squares by 5 squares. So we're going to need to make sure that we take out this center part. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is actually 6 by 5, so we're going to need to do... It's gonna be slightly off center, but that's okay.
Inventory full.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do on this side here, since this is an off-center setup, I think something like this might look kind of cool.
Inventory full.
Really? We gotta go get more rations. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some work on this. Get this platform set up. I really want to try that out, guys. And then, good gravy. Oh, I'm full. Oh wow. Okay. So this is how this is gonna go down, huh? Okay. Okay, refinery. You get to change that scrap over. How about that? Alright, back to the warehouse roof.
Inventory full.
Yep, that's a good spot for you. now my inventory is no longer so full. Alright. Okay, now with this thing here, we
Energy
could
low.
conceivably run a conveyor line straight up to here. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I might actually go for something a little different. This is a reinforced conveyor tube. I am thinking let's go with a conveyor connector. Because here's the thing. If we do the conveyor connector, we can then run a really cool pipe underneath it. I mean, what's the difference, you know? And then run it right here. Run it. We could actually do a pipe that drains out whatever we've got, which would be really nice to have for the hydrogen ship, to do some collecting of the hydrogen. I wonder if we can. We can't really do that. I was thinking, you know, I was thinking about, like, you know, what if we did something that was like an automated miner, because we could. We actually could do an automated miner and let it mine there and come back and offload, and we wouldn't need any scripts for it either, because of the fact that we'll be looking at. Okay. That is so cool. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is great. And the pipe runs right underneath it where we need it to. Wow. Okay, but we do need to have pipes and motors for this thing. Everything needs motors, guys. Everything. It's very frustrating. Like, oh my gosh. So we need to get this, yeah, let's get this started at least.
Energy critical.
Yeah, I know. Energy won't be a problem once we get on the bike, because that will recharge as we sit there. Okay, off we go. And let's drop back down here. We do need to get an access point. Uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is very bad. 16 hours completion, inputs 95, output is 233. Oh man, what do we got going on that's doing this? Probably turn off that. Now what does that put us at? 140. Okay, what algae farms are working hard. I think we don't need as many algae farms. I think we're good on algae for a while, so let's turn off the algae farms. Save some power. Alright, so now where does that put us? 90 kilowatts out, 93 in, fully recharged, and minus 6 days. So she's, yeah, it's going to be full. That's good. Input output is reversed, and the stored power is 763, so it's going to be pretty, they're basically charging up. Okay, cool. Will we just have a respawn here? That's so weird. Alright, we'll let them charge up. That's good. Okay, we've got those down to minimal levels. Also good. Let's get some oxygen. Alright, let's eat some more of these nasty things. Okay, cool. We'll jump in here. I want to get these pipes with something on them at least. Alright, cool. So this is going to be really neat when it gets done, but right now it's doing whatever it does. Okay, so our exposure level is pretty low, so what we're going to do, and that has to charge also, so I think we're just going to, I'm looking at what we have available. We can't actually finish anything. So let's make a go of it. Let's fly towards here and let's see what happens. We're actually gonna fly towards it, and then we're gonna just drift. Fly towards the planet and drift. See if we can see anything else pops up. We'll go out to about 40 clicks or whatever whenever our exposure level gets too high. Then we'll make a hard burn back. But I'm just thinking, I want to try to see if we pick up anything else, any kind of like drifting. What's that? Oh, that's that stupid beacon of that autonomous ship. I wonder what would happen if we went up to it. I don't know what those things do. Do they like? Is it hostile? Is it? I mean, it seems to me like most of the stuff that's from these factions aren't exactly the nicest thing unless you're a friendly side. You know, if you're neutral, they're like not nice. I know that refinery. They certainly. I don't know. I don't really want to like steal from these guys, so that's the thing. We're doing economy here, and it's a bit of a struggle. We gotta get closer to this thing, though. We gotta get a lot closer. There has got to be some sort of station here, but we just don't know. We don't have a coordinate on anything. That's why I feel like if we maybe go to that, if we can, I hate to say it, but maybe we could break in to one of these places and find some information. Oh my gosh, you know. You know what we might have to do? We might have to sacrifice. Well, actually, we could make a small grid hydrogen tank and a small grid oxygen tank, and that would be okay because just like the small, there's no correlation between them in large grid. So small stuff that's small grid, you can make that simple enough. And that would at least extend our ability to be able to breathe and stuff. But again, we'd need to put a connector on the bottom of the Bumblebee, and I don't know that we can, that it'll work that way because it's a big connector. Maybe we should put a small connector. Oh, you know what we could do? We could put a small connector over on the one side that connects up with. Yeah, we should get one of those connectors and put it there. Okay, we're Alright, we're out as far as we can go. 37 clicks. I mean, I guess if we left the distance, we could turn around. But I don't want to get into the gravity well either. Dang. Okay, so... Oh, wait! Mother lode ice! That's a marker. We're at the mother... Oh, hell yeah! We can go a lot further because if we lose the beacon, we can go back to it. We know where the base is at. We're at Mother Lode Ice. So actually, in a way, found a way around the whole can't leave a base GPS rule. So yeah, I guess it's kind of, you know, this is how things go. But I don't dare enter the gravity well. But if we can get close enough, maybe, just maybe we can pick up a beacon from the... Uh-oh. Let's head here to this rock. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I want to get here so I can get behind it. Because we're about to get cooked. Hurry up! Ah, now it's starting. Now we're being cooked. Let's head to this one. This one looks closer. We're getting cooked, guys. We're getting cooked. We need to get behind this rock. It's a pretty cold-looking planet. Like really cold. Looks freezing, actually. All right, we're in the shadow now. Now we can sit for a second and be concerned about potential pirates, which apparently are the next thing we're gonna find. Ah, I didn't ask for pirates. I want a station to trade with, not pirates. What the heck, Clang? Don't do this to me, man. Okay, we're hiding here. Yep, see Mother Load Ice. If we had a park there, we'd lose our base. Okay, now I'm gonna turn off these headlights because we don't need them. And let's see, what is... Okay, so here's the thing, guys. If we find a space pirate station, I don't know that it will attack us. We might be able to get in there and do some business. I don't know. You know, less than legitimate business, but it's business. All right, so let's keep going a little bit. I want to see how close we can get here. Once we get close enough to it, hopefully something will show up. Maybe. I don't know how far it is to be in the gravity well of this thing, but I do not want to be in it. But if we start picking up gravity, we're gonna hightail it out of here because you guys know how I like to roll. 0.05 is one thing. 0.1 is a whole nother ball game. And then maybe we can... Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, we've made it. So 64 kilometers. That's how far it is to the planet. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, let's see if we can... that was scary. That was really scary. So let's see if we can nope, 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 nope. We gotta stay out of that 0.05. Oh crap. Back to the rocks.
Low
Go.
health.
Yep. Oh nuts. Back to the rocks. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hurry, 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 hurry. We spent too much time out here. No. 65 kilometers. Then we're at the planet's edge. Good to know. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we are so toast.
Your health is critical.
Yeah, I know. Alright. Well, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go towards Mother Load Ice as fast as we can go. And then when we die, hopefully our body will slow down enough so that we can catch it. It was worth a shot, guys, but we're going to be respawning now, so yeah. That did. Yep, that happened. That did it. Survival kit, type 2. Yes, we will do that. Thank you. $67, huh? Yep, we're flying along pretty fast here. Alright, let's fly out here and see if we can catch up with it. I want to collect my tools, please. Okay, so that indicates that going straight at it isn't going to do anything for getting a station. Where are the trade stations? They're hiding from me. That's not fun. I don't like that. That does not work for me. So basically, we've got two choices. We can check out the refinery, which said, get away, thank you for leaving us alone, or we go after the, we go up to the autonomous gunship, which is patrolling who knows what. So both of which are probably going to be hostile to us. So the question is, can we somehow sneak onto this one of these things and without committing piracy, find a location for our trade station? This has been like the quest of this entire economy series, is to find the stations. I mean, it just, yeah, it would just be really nice to find the stations. It was kind of crazy when we started this. There was no station data chip, which usually there is, which makes me almost feel like if I can find a station, find one of those things, that would be great. But here's the thing, I can't really do that because we can't just respawn into a new spawn ship, because if we do that, the core of our station disappears. First of all. Second of all, we'd have to get rid of the whole station, because even if it did get, if we did that. The third of all, I mean, this kind of feels kind of cheaty. I don't know. Wow, we really went far. But, so, I guess we're going to need to have something that can go down to the planet, which means we need to find a way to either salvage a abandoned ship, which probably isn't going to happen, find a drone we could take over. Also, that would have to be an unknown one. We could refit this drone, the bike drone, into an atmospheric drone if we replaced the thrusters with hydrogen nozzles. We've got a few of those on the on our ship, but I mean our station, but I don't know. We did not go very far, did we? Now, next time we spawn, or despawn like this, or whatever, and have to respawn, I'm gonna try it without having the gyro on, I mean, and then see if we keep floating, see if the body keeps floating. Of course, I'm gonna be really ticked if we get there and it's gone. Like, oh yeah, we got there and it despawned. How unpleasantly annoying. Also, we respawned with tools. I kind of wanted not to do that because we got all these other tools. I was trying to, okay, if that thing pops up with the space pirates. Alright, good, got our stuff. Now let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Crap. Alright, we're gonna try this at top speed, see if we can get there in time, but I don't think we will. But at least we can get close. Alright, this time we're gonna go gyros off. We're gonna keep flying until we're toast, or we get back to the station. I mean, we could try to get down to one of these. Oh, this will be a nice little experiment. See if this thing actually, if the backpack stops or keeps on going. Because I'm pretty sure we're not going to make this. It was a nice little experiment, though. It really was. Okay. Alright. Yep, I know. I know my health is low. I get it. Okay. I don't know if you guys hear this noise in the background, that would be the neighbors in the neighborhood having a house party. So, all right, let's see if this backpack flies or if it stays. Okay, we're still flying, so let's see if it keeps flying. Yep, survival kit. All right. Wait a minute, did that say new ownership? Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Wait, didn't disappear. Oh. Oh, cool. Well, that would be interesting. Yeah, okay. Oh, I bet that didn't. I bet the station doesn't respawn because it's not a it's not a respawn pod anymore. Oh, right. That's true. Huh. Yeah, because here's what happened, guys. This is why it doesn't respawn. Is the fact that the when I changed the series over and I cleared out the old save file and brought it back into this file, which is basically the same thing. It's just I reset it so that the new economy update and the old economy mod I had didn't conflict. I think it may have made that into a regular ship grid instead of a an actual respawn pod. So that means that no matter how many times we get toast, it may not disappear, which is really kind of cool. But we do have that. We do have the advantage of having that survival kit. Now, if we, what as I like to do in this series, if for some reason we do have a permanent death where we have no respawn choice and we have to come in on a respawn pod or something like that, we've already used the space pod, so we've only got 3 other options. And because there's 3 other planets on here, we'd have to do a planetary start with nothing else but what is in whatever pod we get. So that would be challenging. Okay, come on, let's get to this body location. See, it doesn't keep going unless it runs into a gravity well. We learned that already in a different series. So that's an interesting experiment, sort of. Okay. Now let's go back to our Motherlode ice location. But here's what I want to do. When we get back, I want to get out of the sun for a little while, get our exposure level to 0. Then we're gonna go to that refinery and see if they shoot at us for real or if they're just kind of messing with us. And then if they're just messing with us, then we'll try to go up to the autonomous ship and see if we can find out anything from there on where we might find our thing. If that doesn't work, then we're going to come back to the Epsilon station and we're going to retrofit the Bumblebee to have life support. We can't give it an H2O2 gen because we don't have a spare one lying around, but we can do a basic small, like a small cargo container. We can do a small hydrogen tank. We can do small air tank, oxygen tanks, because those don't have a correlation in large grids. So, and then that'll be good. I mean, if we want to do a large oxygen tank, we can. We just have to shred the one we have, which is kind of counterproductive. Same thing with the hydrogen tanks. We can't really shred our hydrogen tanks because those are really big and we don't have a spare. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we can do. Retrofit it and give it some sort of deal like that, and we can do that with the larger bike cockpit. Be cool if we could find one of those wandering merchants. That would be really cool too, because then we could buy the little tablets that tell you about it, where these places are and stuff. And we do have some salvage in here we need to arrange too, but that's all right. So where did we put our plate? Where's our? There it is. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and drop off this, and this. And the reason why I'm gonna do that, of course, is because if I get killed and I have to respawn, well, I'm not gonna lose any tools, and I will just leave the body where it lies. So we're going to sit here for a second and let this thing do what it does. So that's the plan. We're going to see if these guys are going to be reasonable or if they're going to be unreasonably mean, which I fully expect them to be completely unreasonable. Because it seems to me like every time we go to a neutral anything, they're not nice to us. I've only had it happen a couple of times where I'd come up on one of their ships and they didn't try to do something. Now, I wonder if, let's see, United Miners Guild, we don't have any kind of reputation with them at all, good or bad. So, now we could, oh, wait. You know what we never did? We never ever created our faction. We should totally do that. Let's create a faction. This is us. So, let's see here. Let's see, we're gonna call it, we call it Eli. Okay, faction name, we're gonna call this Epsilon Longhorn Industries. Sounds cool. Oh no, I didn't spell it right. I missed the industries. Cool. We're gonna change the logo. Let's see. That's a good one. We could do that. That would work. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything really jumping out at us here a little bit? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. That's kind of it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're doing this one. And, oh, you know what we could do? Instead of the green... Okay, let's go back to here. Edit. And we'll go to change logo. I want to change the hue of the icon. Oh, no, 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 I didn't want to do that. Nope. And I want to change the logo. I want to go down to the icon. Let's change that to a blue. Yeah, blue on green. That looks really good. I like that. Okay, cool. That is okay. That is good. That is us. Alright, cool. Outstanding. And also, this is where we can deposit money so that we can be able to show where we're at on our business too. Alright, cool beans. So, meanwhile, let's go do what we gotta do here. We're gonna disturb these guys. Maybe they'll react differently now that we have a faction. You never know, guys. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Ready, steady, here we go. Let's go up here and let's see what this refinery is all about and if they're going to shoot us for real. If they do shoot us, we will most likely get killed and have to respawn. But it's worth it to try to get this. We also need to figure out how to get. Oh wait, no, we don't have that. I keep thinking, oh, well, we could make an engine. No. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, that's that other thing. Okay, closing in. They're going to arm, aren't they? To request clearance, do not. Okay, whoa, channel 6. Request clearance for docking. Send a request to channel 6. Do not approach. Okay, so how do we get to channel 6, dude? I don't know. I don't have a freaking capability of that. Alright, we're closing. Weapons free. Okay, so these guys are really going after us. Okay. They're gonna... yeah. Alright, fine. These guys really are not nice. Thanks for complying. Have a nice day. Okay, so they're somewhat hostile. Great. Okay. Where's this other one that's out here? Up here somewhere. All right, let's go this way. Let's see if we can see if this one out here does anything. They'll probably try to attack. I just feel like if we go out there and I mean honestly, I feel like I just want to go and yeah, let's do it. Screw it. No, we're not. See, I'm wishy-washy about that because I feel like we're gonna get hosed if we show up, and then what? You know, we didn't do anything. We're not in a ship, so we don't have anything to protect us coming in. We don't have a weapon system to defend ourselves with or anything. So I feel like, you know, we're in a really tough spot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come out here and try to see this other thing, and then if this turns out to go sideways, well then we're going to go back to the station and mine some more ice and keep working on what we're working on to try to get some more materials put onto this thing, and we'll do some work on the yeah, so here's the autonomous gunship. So what is the security autonomous gunship going to do? Shoot me? Probably. Unidentified target detected, securing perimeter. Oh, yep, we're shooting. Dude, yep. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, that's, okay. Alright, searching perimeter. Okay. Alright then, so it's back to the snow and doing the ice and doing the things, and we're gonna go get, well, hold on. I need to go to my thing here, and let's get my tools and my weapon back, because we're just gonna go back to work here. Alright, so we've got to get a lot of ice to be able to fill up those tanks, like lots of ice. So let's go ahead and jump down there, get some ice. Yeah, pretty much. Let's go ahead and get that body location off of here, because it's just not, you know, we're not going to go in there and get that tangled up, so.
Inventory full.
Yep, good. Alright, we need to get an access point on the lower level so that we can be able to put these things away in there. Okay. In you go. Okay, well that's doing its thing. And we have pretty low power. Okay, so we need to get this blocked out too. So let's get some steel in place, and let's go ahead and get this thing finished. Actually, let's start at the bottom and work our way up. So we got that. Notes, journaling. And we'll do interior plate. So let's see here. Glass. I don't know that we have anything with glass that we need to have, but alright. we're just going to go through our supplies and install everything that needs to be installed, weld everything that needs welding, that we have materials for at least, and just go from there as we go through here. Yeah, this is good. We'll get this. Okay. I don't think there's anything on here, no. Okay, and then down here we have our path. Let's see. Let's go ahead and set up. Let's see, we need, we're going to do an X corridor because we need to do both. I like to see that stuff. Alright, and then we'll fill that one up with something else. And then right here, let's do... We'll do this right here. Cool. And then... that'll be up to about here. And then this upper floor here will be covered over. Let's see. So this spot here, we'll use a light. Oh, we can't because we don't have steel plates. Okay. Alright. I'm looking to see if we have anything else that has glass that we need to glass on. Put it on the solar panels. Alright. We need solar cells, that's for sure. But otherwise, I think we're pretty good. We got the glass there taken care of. Okay. Alright, so glass is no longer on the menu. So we'll dump that behind. These components, I don't think we have anything to need those. So we'll grab only 100 of them and see what happens. Power cells, we got lots of power cells, just nothing to put them in. Let's see here. Detector components, no, I don't really need those for anything. Those we do need. Large pipes. We need those for these. However, that one there is going to be a little different. So this one here, I'm thinking we're going to use this for something else. Okay, this did use chips, so that's good. And that is all motors. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yep, not gonna do anything with that yet. Okay. Got two more doors there. We've got a round corridor door. We've got, let's see. Vent controller, a curved LCD panel, a large LCD panel, a air vent full. That's what we want. That right there. So I'm thinking if we get a connector that's small, we can actually take our take the Bumblebee, rotate it, and we can put the connector in the front and then bring the connector down on top of it. And that will lock it in and be able to do a recharge on it and potentially other things too. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. I think that would be really advantageous for us. So let's go ahead and get that welded up as much as we can. And I think we've reached the limit on what we can do with the items we currently have. So we're going to drop those two things. Now I'm going to keep the interior plates because we got passages we can run around with too. And that's another thing I want to do. So let's see here. All right. Next, we don't have anything with that. Displays. I don't think we got anything with those, but we'll grab 10, 20 just in case. Girders. Yes, we do have a few things we want to do with girders, but we'll build those in a second. Right now I want to try to get as many of those going on and as much as that as I can, and then we're going to work on that. Motors. Okay. There's the displays. Oh, and that's what we needed those computer components for. There we go. Okay. Okay, get that in place there.
Energy low.
Yep. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see here. I'm thinking here, oh, we want to get down in this. Oh yeah, we want this gone too, but we need to do that in a second, because that can go up on top up there. Now I never did look. Oh yeah, we also need this to be set up, but that's going to be grids. What do we need here? Grids, okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. I mean, I'm not worried about that at the moment. Alright. Those are all up. Let's see. Has this got anything? Yeah, this will need some tubes. Okay. And over here, that's going to need tubes too, I reckon. Okay. Alright, and then down in here.
Energy critical.
Yep, energy critical, of course it is. You know what's critical? Motors. Oh my gosh, do we need a lot of motors in this for this station to do any of its stuff? Oh, we are so short on motors. It's like insane. Yeah, these batteries are really, really low. Like ridiculously low. I wonder if I can, if I get rid of this. No, can't really get rid of that, can we? Alright, let's get that one. Okay. Alright, well I think we've gotten everything we can get pipes-wise. So let me see if there's any of the salvage we need to get that pipes to that, yeah. Yeah. Alright, and no, and no. Yeah, we gotta get pipes to that too, so we might as well put that in there. Let's see here. Pipes to this. This, nope. Pipes to this, nope. Okay. Alright, well I guess that's all the pipes we need to give, so we're gonna go ahead and jump over here. And then we're gonna run down to the large container here. Oh, the terminal has a whole bunch of stuff in it. Huh. Alright, so we put those back. Okay, those we're gonna actually use. Dump that. Actually, yeah, okay. We need 100 of those because we gotta do those down below. And then the girders, we want to be able to build our sides and get those, get the glass set up for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, yeah, we'll do 200 of that. And then I think I remember seeing some things out there that needed a couple of those. And I think I saw a couple of those. And I think that was it. The rest is this. So, alright. Let's go do what we gotta do. Those. Let's see. Over here. I need some steel plates. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so I'm thinking, guys, that we need to get the rest of this. Okay, where else there was some other stuff we saw. Let's see, displays, okay. And then that needed displays. That didn't need displays. This needed computers and displays. And that needed, oh, these have motors. Ooh, and so does this. You know, we could salvage the motors. What if we salvage the motors from those? That's got motors too. And then we could use those motors on the stuff that we got up here. Okay, I think I think I got it. I think I'm figuring this out, guys. So this is what we got to do. Okay. Alright, so let's go downstairs and get the thruster in place. Yeah, both of those are really bad encounters for me. We can't really do anything with them. Our power situation is so awful and atrocious. It's just not really good situation, honestly. It just really isn't. Alright, so here's the plan. We have a new plan. And this new plan is we are taking this stuff back up to here. We are going to, let's see. We're going to look here. We're going to take those because we can put those in something.
Meteor storm
We're
inbound.
going to dump that, that, and that. Okay, we're going to turn around, look in here, and see if there's other stuff in here. Okay. Nope. Okay, now we're going to come down here, and we're going to get the stuff that's out of the main cargo area here. We're going to take these, and then we're going to go fill out our shelves. Okay. Oh, wow. Huh. Cool. Alright. Okay, so then those are all in place. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Fills it out, gives us a little something to mess with over there. Okay. So now that we finished all that, we're going to, let's see, we've got to get this thing. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we want to work on in here. Honestly, we need to get some. We need to get that. We got to figure out that whole situation over there. So here's what we're gonna do. New plan. We're changing gears. I'm gonna jump down here. We're gonna drop off. We're gonna drop off these tools that we don't need, and then we're gonna do an overhaul on the Bumblebee so that we can do more long, more long trips. So we're going to need some steel. Let's get some steel, and then we're going to take the motors that we need from down below and apply them up here too. We need this Bumblebee to be in a much better position. So what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, take that color scheme. Okay, because everything we're going to install here is going to have that color. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do, first of all, I want to do a connector right in here. So we'll take this large grid connector down there, and we're going to install it right there. So in doing so, I want to get a, let's see, we're going to get a logistics. Let's get, you know what we might do? We might do one of these. Only because it will be very useful. Did I have... Oh, I do have that from the cockpit. Okay. And then we'll put that there. And then back here, we'll take these two off of here too. Alright, so this is... We're going to actually put that like that and that like that. So I can access them. Alright, cool. But you know what we might do instead? Actually, you know, I think we got to change up the plan here a little bit. Okay, so back here, I think this is a good spot to put the tanks. Like the hydrogen tank and the oxygen tank. That might be a good spot to put it, but it's not going to work because the oxygen tank and the hydrogen tank are actually going to be coming off of the connector, which is in the front here, so we're going to need that off of this side here. So how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, we have our... We'll put the small cargo pods right here. That'll go fine there. Well, actually, you know what? It's... Yeah. We do the cargo here. Because we're going to need to put... the cockpit is going to be off to the side. Okay, so it's going to be over here. So let's get the control cockpit, because we're doing a regular saddle cockpit, but we're doing it on the side. So it's going to have connectors in place. So I'm thinking if we do this, so it's going to be over here to one side like that, and that means on this side we can have our a hydrogen tank off here, right on this side here, and then we could have the oxygen tank next to it, and we could run a conveyor line off of. So if we didn't do the cargo container here, we could do a conveyor line up. Actually, you know what? If we did the connector on that side there, actually that's better. Yeah, if we do the... Okay, so this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to run this logistics thing there. And then I'm going to put a inline cargo container.
Energy critical.
And then we're going to put a... let's put a... Let's put a connector right there. Okay, now that's going to run into the, that's going to connect into the connector down below, which will then run into this. Okay, and then that can set up off of here with a connector that turns. And then that can come over here and be hooked into a hydrogen tank, because the small hydrogen tank is what we can do there. Now if we do that there though, then we're not going to have the connection going this way. Yeah. So it'll have to just be an oxygen tank, and the oxygen tank will have to run along the side here.
No
oh,
energy.
good gravy. That's actually, you know what, we need
Critical.
everything, so let's jump down here. Alright. So yeah, we can't do hydrogen. We don't have that capability, but that's fine because we're in space. We don't burn that much hydrogen flying around anyway. So really the big thing is oxygen and some place to store things. So if we do this, we can do a an oxygen tank, a small oxygen tank, right next to it maybe? No. Wow, so it occupies that whole space. Both left and right. I thought for some reason it would be different. Oof. Dang, that's not good. Well, actually, I know what we can do. Okay, so we take this off. And we set the oxygen tank down in here. Am I out of... Oh, okay. Let's get some interior plates. See, that's where we can put it right there. If we put it right there, then that's going to allow us to go ahead and set up the rest of it, which is going to be really important. So let's get that in here. Okay, so why am I... Oh yeah, okay. Let's go down here and get some motors. The fan is the biggest source of motors, so let's get those motors, and then we'll use those for the rest of this construction. Okay, so here's the deal. If we do it like this, then we can put the oxygen tank right here, like that. And we need some pipes, large and small. Alright, so now we finally figured out what we're going to use that for, guys. We were trying to figure out, well, gee, what were we gonna do? Were we gonna put... We're gonna put what in there, and then we realized, oh yeah, we can stick the oxygen tank in there. Alright, so that's good. Now that leaves this whole back end. We can put all kinds of things back here. So we got this whole back end where we can put stuff. So what I'm thinking, let's do a weapons rack on one side, maybe, like right there. Do first aid kit on the other. There we go. How about that, guys? What do you think? I think it's gonna work nicely that way. Alright, cool beans. So let's get this thing lifted up, and then we'll get the connector in place, and then we'll be good to go. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the camera view. Okay. What is that? A consignment drone. Oh man, consignment drone. I'm so tempted to steal stuff from you, Miss Consignment Drone. The problem is that if I steal something from there, then I'm being a pirate. And we are trying very hard not to do piracy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use this one right here. Alright, and then that is a connector there, so we'll take this connector here. Alright, and then that will be our connector down there. Oh man. I'm so tempted, guys. I know we didn't want to do any piracy, but dang, it's been hard. It just has been really, really hard. We need to find where we can do to find a station, but geez Louise, it has been seriously difficult to find one. Alright, let's go ahead and get that. Okay, that uses 8. Alright. Okay, we have now set this up so that we are good to go. This thing is really set good. Where would we put a weapon? If we did get a weapon, we could put it right here. It'd run along that side there. But that's the only location that we could do a weapon, so. Alright. Okay, clear and clear. Alright. So we're good to go on that. Let's go ahead and steal some more of these motors. And then that way we can get this done. Alright, I like that. Nice little landing platform. Looks good. We'll rotate that and put that there, but that's good for something else if we have something else that decides that we need to have there. And then that. Alright. And then let's see, we've got 4 motors on you, so let's go ahead and get you set up that way. And then we'll go down here, hit this one here, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay. Oh, we didn't get these. Oh gosh. I just really want, if we get that consignment drone, I wonder if it has a location of, oh, you know what, it might. You know, that is a very good possibility. It might have a, yeah, we gotta go get it. As much as I don't want us to have to do any kind of piracy. Where is it? It's there. Okay. We're going after the UDDW consignment drone. They're not going to like us, let's face it. They're going to actually be very pissed. But as much as I don't want to do thievery and piracy, we won't take any components from the drone itself. We'll only steal what's inside of it. But you got to do what you got to do, you know? I mean, we're struggling with a business here, and we just, you know, what are we going to do, right? So let's get in here, get on this this consignment drone, and see if we can find. Yep. Hi. No. We need to know information that you have, there, buddy. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, we'll take him. We're already stealing from you now. Anything? Nope. Oh, doggone it. I really was hoping you would have what I need. But you don't. It's mildly frustrating. It really is. But nevertheless, they don't have what we need, so we've got to go. Alright, back down we go. It's a bummer. It really is, because I really thought maybe. So here's the deal. Sometimes when you go into those things, they'll have like a little, there'll be like a data cube or something that you're supposed to deliver somewhere. And that somewhere is almost always, so far, been a trade station. So I was just thinking, well, there's another way to get a trade station. I don't know. Well, that was unfortunate. And we got a few pipes and some things, but it's not really what I wanted. So, yeah. It's kind of one of those situations where it was kind of not really, I don't know. Doggone it. We really are in a pickle here, guys. And we just robbed from those guys. Or no, not those guys, but the other guys. And they're not happy with us about it. I don't doubt it for a second, so. Well, damn. I think we should turn that into a vent fan, so that we can get air into here. But then on the other hand, well, actually I think that would be a good idea. And then move that to somewhere back here where we can access it and be able to do other things. So maybe move that thruster up a notch. put it there for now, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. Someplace back here where we're doing all the extra work. I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, I think that would be probably a good idea. We also need to get more of our oxygen, or more of our ice loaded up too. Because these things, they don't even show hardly anything. I mean, this is like 1%. Like, we need like... we need like something that's a bit more than us getting in there, because this is going to take forever.
Inventory full.
Like, we're going to like... This is going to take forever. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'm about done trying to play with this like that. I think we need to get creative. I think we need to get this hooked up and get our oxygen tank filled, and I think we need to go and do some stuff. Yep. That's right, we don't have anything connecting it yet. Ugh, good gravy. And let's see. I don't know which battery this one is. How do we have 3 batteries that look like that? Where's the what? I don't know which one's this one, so you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up here to battery, and we're gonna put a B in front of it, that way we know which one it is. Oh wait, access denied. Uh-huh, okay. Alright, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, we do that, we're toast. Dang. Alright, thrusters off. Let's go and figure out this other issue here. We need to figure out where we can get to connect these things so we can get our oxygen set up. We need a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need basically about 36 of our 36 motors, and I'm pretty sure we do not have 36 motors anywhere. No, we do not. Okay, so yep, that's a thing. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do another long run of trying to figure out where... Well, first of all, hooking us up to this thing isn't helping us, because our power is screwballs. If we were forward of this, we'd be picking up power all day long. And right now, we are not picking up a ton of power. Which reminds me, we need to change this location. And we probably should have stole the power cells off of there, but I wasn't really wanting to do piracy, guys. But we're slowly running out of options. I hate to say it, but it's a thing. It really truly is a thing. So let's go ahead and get this thing welded on, and then yeah. Dang. We've got all these solar panels and no solar cells for them except for this panel here and that panel down there, which barely does anything. So that one there. I wonder, do these draw power? I bet they do. No? Alright, well maybe not. Oh, I bet this draws power though. It does not. Okay, well that's cool. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to charge up and we're going to make another planet run, I guess, and see if we can find a trade station. That's our mission right now, man. We got to find that trade station. So let's go ahead and do this. And you know what I think might be a smart move? Actually, let's raid our supplies and see if we have, like, maybe we've got something in here that can be helpful for us to extend our journey out there. I don't know. Well, we do have one radiation med, but that's not going to help much. Yeah. A commercial hopper. Unknown. An unknown commercial hopper? That's like... that's, again, piracy. It's so frustrating, guys. Alright. We're going to attempt to try to find a station around this planet. We are going to try our very best. Oh, you know what we should do? You know what I'm going to do? It sucks, but I think I'm going to do radiation meds, and we're going to go on a very, very long, fast flight. And I think I'm not going to take the Bumblebee to do this. Although we could. But I think I want to take these radiation meds, and I'll also grab... Let me grab a couple things. First of all, I want to grab... We're going to grab this and this, and we're going to put that in the, and this. And we're going to put those inside of the, where did I see that? I know I saw a radiation med. Where is it? There it is. Okay, we're going to grab that. We're going to go all the way down here, and we're going to grab food. We'll keep those situated there too. Okay, so we're going to do these things to stock up the Bumblebee. Let's go ahead and right here we're going to drop the weapon and its stuff in case I get in trouble. And then this is going to be, we'll put the first aid kit and 10 food in there, and that'll be good. And the anti-rad kit we will take with us. Okay, we do need to fix that though, but we'll do that later. Okay, so let's top off our stuff and let's go. We're gonna head to the planet. We're gonna try to see if we can go around the planet, circumnavigate it. If we can go completely around the planet, we should be able to pick up some sort of signal from some sort of station, because there has to be a station. There's really too much corporate traffic out here for there not to be a station, so let's give it a shot. I don't know what the battery status is right now. It looks like it's probably at 50%. says it's 11 days, but I don't know. So, yeah, we're gonna do this. Ready, steady, on, launch, off. Here we go. Alright, we're heading to the planet. We're going for the side that's on the other side of the sun. And we're going that way. And we're going to rotate so the sun can give us a bit of a charge. We're going to max out our speed. And I don't want to get super close because I don't want to be in the gravity well, or else we're going to have a whole new game because we'll only have nothing. And we'll be lucky if we survive the crash. Seriously, guys. Alright, let's do this. Alright, and there we go. And we're turning off the thrusters. Or just, actually we'll turn on the thrusters, increase speed, and then we'll turn off the thrusters. Okay, so right now, let's see what our evil bad guy battery is doing for us here. Looks like output and input. Oh, good. We're getting a really good charge. 38 input, 5 output right now. That is a surplus of 32. That is or 33. That is great. That's going to store up some power. Max stored power is a megawatt. So that means we're gonna a little ways to go, but we're gonna get a good charge on that. So that's good. That's really good. So here we are. What do we got going on here? Commercial hopper, and then we've got the refinery station. Okay. All right, we're maintaining our angle of approach. Oxygen is doing pretty decent. I'm not too terribly happy with the fact that we're losing oxygen while we're doing this, but it's not too bad. We're doing okay. We're okay. Take a little of this. I have the radiation medicine in case we do need it, but so far we're doing pretty good because we're keeping ourselves away from the sun, and that's providing us with all that extra protection, and it's charging our batteries, so it works out nice. But I suspect it's going to get really dicey when we get on the other side of the planet, because as we're coming around, we'll be facing into the sun, and when we're facing into the sun, we're going to get cooked. We might find some salvage out here on this side of the planet, hard to say, but what we are looking for, hopefully, we will find a trade station finally. That will be the really important thing, is a trade station. Then we'll grab some high-ticket items, come in, make some sale, do some contracts, and then we can get our business really rolling and be able to start putting money into our goal fund there, which is currently 0, and we need a lot more than 0. We also need to get our Longhorn hauler. We have to finish the Epsilon. And then we need to be able to get on good, positive green relations with at least 2 of those factions. So it's a hope. So we're rolling. We got this. We're at max speed, so there's not a lot we can do beyond just kind of drift along. Hopefully something spawns that's going to be really useful, that has a location of our trade station so we can begin doing this. Or maybe a merchant that comes by. I do have the MES mobile merchants on, so it's possible one of those could show up. It's not ideal, but they could potentially have something we could make some money on. And really, the big thing we want to buy is 2 things. Food, so we're not eating these stupid crisps all the time. It's like, ugh. And we definitely, oh, you know what else we can get? It just occurred to me, we have seeds, we have an ice ball, and we have a location for growing food, so we could grow some food too. We can't make food because we would need to sell the fruits and vegetables and stuff. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? Oh, we got something here. Inertial dampener's on. Thrusters on. Okay. There is an unknown signal, an unknown beacon over here. What are you? I see it right there. All right, we're gonna slowly come to a stop. Now it is this right there. What is that? Oh, no way! Oh, no way, no way, no way! Look what that is, guys. I'm positive that's another one of those rocks. That's gotta be one of those rocks. No way. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, we could get so much salvage off of that. That's where we got half the stuff that's on our thing. I wonder if they've got a location too. They might have a location. Let's check it out, guys. This is great. This is great. We found a second rock with a station in it that looks like it's damaged. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So let's close in on it and let's see what we're dealing with here. And let's keep the sunshine to a minimum, shall we? Ah, this is wonderful. This is, if it is what I think it is, this is just brilliant. Oh, it's a safe house. That's something even new. All right, safe house that we haven't seen this yet. Okay, safe house stations have stuff in them. But they're also friendly, and I think there's like an old drone or something that wanders around these things too. Nice. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and kill the juice on that, and we're gonna go check this out. This is nice. Just to make sure there's no surprises though. Yep. Just like I remember. Oh yeah. Okay. This is good. This is really good. Let's make sure there's no booby traps. I think we're good. Safe house locations usually are not booby trapped, so. Alright, so what we're going to need to do, I want to salvage this entire station. So we're going to go ahead and claim it, because we are taking it all. Oh my gosh. Nice. There's all these good components here. We could actually get a medical kit built, which is just brilliant. Okay. Okay, what do we got down here? We got to check this all out, guys. I want to see what we have. Ice, okay. I'm okay with that. What do we got here? Ice and displays. We could salvage that battery and give us another battery too, which would be good. Looks like we got another gravity generator. Alright, got button, that's good. We got another establishment. Welcome, engineer. Elapsed time since last visit, 417 days. Okay. You're welcome. What do we got here? Ice. A lot of ice. Okay, what do we got here? We'll take that. No deal. Ooh, we'll take those too. We could use those to get another... Always use more weapons. Okay, let's see, what does this say? No deal. I saw how much you're willing to pay for this, so the deal's off. If it's worth that much, I want to know why. Understandably. Okay, what do we got in here? Anything? More of these. That's good. Alright. Okay. What do we got in here? Anything? Nope. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Discarded file 9/12/2071. Karasi, I heard you talking to IT yesterday about your messages not getting through to me. They got through just fine. I just didn't think there was a point in responding. Candidly, I hoped that you would let it go. Since that doesn't seem to be happening, I'll take a moment to respond. No, I am not concerned, and you shouldn't be either. As a threat analyst, frankly, I'm embarrassed for you. War against modularity? Right? That must be wrong. Secret headquarters in deep space? They call themselves the Factorum, for clang's sake? These people are lunatics, and any use of our resources spent taking them seriously is a waste of time. I expect better from you. Oh, okay. That's interesting. A headquarters in deep space. Are we going up against the Factorum in this? Didn't see that coming. Okay, what do we got in here? Anything? Oops, wrong button. Nope, nothing. Okay. And food, yay! What do we get to eat? Cling crunchies, ramen, and a steak dinner. Ha ha ha! That's worth its weight in gold. Okay, let's well, first order of business, we're going to have to use the facilities. Sorry, but we got to. We need to charge up, and that's just how it's going to go. All right, so we got a lot of material here. We got a lot of things we can take. So I think, wow, I almost want to bring the ship or bring this station over here, but no, we're not doing that. Oh man, this is so good. Okay, so dang. Well, we did not find one thing I was hoping to find, but we did find a few things I didn't expect to find. So let's start by taking everything that's out there first. And then we'll go from there because we can use this to charge up our oxygen while we're working. So it makes... oh my gosh. It makes more sense to take what's here first. So I guess the first trip is going to be... Actually, you know what we're going to do? I think we need to take all of these things here and put, let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this like that off. Then I have an idea. And this idea is very simple. I want that there. And I'm going to put, well, first of all, I'm not using that weird black color. I don't want that. Okay, we got a good battery here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that cargo container here. And then everything else that's in it, we're going to take all that. Oh, what's this? Anniversary. I cannot believe it was today. I have nothing to give her. Maybe this? It's shiny enough. Okay. Alright, we're going to take that. We're going to put that here. It's okay that the power's out on all that. Because we're going to put this here. And this should give me... Okay, and then what we'll do here... Oh, I think I see what I did. If I take that, then there's not going to be any oxygen in there because the oxygen is in that tank there. So we probably don't want to do that quite that way. So let's do this instead, and then we'll take that. Okay, now it's connected to the oxygen. Good. Now let's get this survival kit. Okay, we got the survival kit. We'll get this out of here. Okay, so we got a survival kit. That's good. Grab a bunch of components. Now we've got, there's the antenna. There's the beacon. Another solar panel. Oh, nice. We don't have enough capabilities to carry it though because we're running out of space. Where are we at? We're at 3818. That's just not enough. So we're going to take just bits and bobs.
Inventory full. Meteor storm
Alright.
inbound.
I bet there is. Okay, so we are 63. Good gravy, we're 63 kilometers from here. So we could probably pull this off going back and forth. But I feel like we should definitely think about, I wonder if there's a way to put bigger cargo capacity on here. Then we could do something. We gotta serve. Hello, who are you? Old drone. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So I'm thinking there could be a way that we could put a bigger cargo pod back here. But we don't, we'd have to take the cargo container from an, oh wait. Whoa, no, just had an idea, guys. There's crates down there. There's crates. We could put crates right through here, and they hold a lot more than the small cargo containers. Those small cargo containers only hold 125, but if we put the crates there, that would be different. Alright, new plan. We're going to come over here. We're going to dump off the heaviest thing, which is these things. And that'll free up enough room to steal some crates from in here. Those crates, to be precise. And you know what else we're going to steal? Let's cycle this. We're going to swipe everything in here too. Oh wait, no. Yeah, we're going to take those. We'll drop them off in here. Okay, good. And then we'll grab these again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that goes... we're full. Daggone it. Alright, let's put this in here. I'm just shoving stuff in these holes because I want to get this cargo container here and put it on the back of the Bumblebee. There we go. Okay, back out here we go. Let's go ahead and drop this, close it off, open it up. Up we go. And then let's go put our cargo containers in here. Now I'm guessing we might be able to fit quite a few, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we might be able to just... Now, can we do this? Will this work? No. They're really big. Wow. That's really big. Alright. But you know what? They're really big, but I think that it's going to be worth it. Okay, so they're big, but we're going to put them right here, and I think we can go 2. So let's see if this works. 1, 2. Nice. Oh, this works out. Nice. Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. Now, can we angle? Is there a way that we can do some sort of greeble that connects those two? I wonder if there's like a fin we could do. Let's check it out, guys. I kind of like this. I've been really enjoying, I don't know about you guys, but I've been very much enjoying doing this. Okay, so is that okay? Are we lined up on that okay? I think we are okay. Maybe. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so this should allow us to dump all this stuff in here. Except for, well actually, we might want to put that and that. Let's see here. Let's put the important things like the weapons in the weapons locker. Okay, and then over here, I'm gonna drop the that in there. We'll get. Can we get the food in there? Nope. You can put nope. Okay, so we're full up on there. And I know the bike can carry some stuff, so let's drop the food off on the bike. No, not those, the food. Okay, and then I know we can get the tablet in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in here. We'll grab these other tablets. Those will go in there. I don't know how big this is. It's, oh, wow, that's 200. That's pretty big. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop all this stuff in here. Oh, we especially want those motors. Oh, wow. You know, that's the other thing we need to do, guys. We need to rip through this place and pull every motor we can. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this all loaded up as much as we can. Okay, and then that is going to get these right here. And while we're at it, we're going to dump these motors in here too. Okay, and then down here, oh wow. Oh, okay, so that, I can see that quite well now. That's nice. Okay, so then we're going to dump all these in here. Okay, so we can fit more. That's good. That's really good. Second, yeah. Okay, so we've salvaged a survival kit. We've salvaged let's see. We've salvaged a survival kit so far, and the rest of it's just been materials, I think. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and salvage another light. Alright. Take a display. Okay, we did a light and display. Okay, I'll get this out of the way here. Okay, that's a new one. That is definitely a new one. I don't know what's going on there, but that's that's kind of crazy, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening there, but apparently there's a small issue. Okay, so that's a good load. I'm kind of nervous to go in here and see what is spinning. But let's go ahead and get as much of this as we can. Alright, we're full. Okay, so we got a full load here, guys. So we're going to go ahead and mark this as salvage because we claimed it, and therefore we have determined that we are going to use this as a salvage location. Now, does this change our mission? Not really, actually, because we still have... Alright. Now we're gonna see how this works. Yep. Alright, so the rear boxes are perfect. Okay, cool. So we're gonna paint those later, but right now we gotta take this stuff back. But we also didn't accomplish our mission yet either. And we're at 52% of our oxygen right now. So I'm kind of leaning towards maybe we should think about completing our rotation of the planet. So let's get going. We got food. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards... Well, Now that I'm thinking about it, guys, I'm thinking we need to get this stuff hauled back. Because here's the thing. Even though there's nothing in there that suggests that there's a station nearby here, at least if we're going that way... Not that way, this way. Yeah, we're going to go this way. Let's go ahead and orient ourselves. We're down to 44% oxygen. I think at this point it's actually more prudent for us to head back. I mean, here's the thing. We really are leaning on the salvage aspect of things a lot now, and wasn't exactly the plan. So the plan was actually, well, we always wanted to look for salvage, but the plan is more to, uh-oh. There we go. He was like, uh-oh. Okay, so we can still gain speed and keep the dampeners off, and it's heading back with our salvage. So we got a survival kit, we got a display, we got a light, and a whole lot of extra components. That is brilliant, that is good. Alright guys, so here's what we're going to do. We're sailing back. We're going to go ahead and call this an episode. We had an extra long episode since we had a little bit of a snafu there the last couple of tries with the network. But hey, we got it through. We got done. We did a lot. We found the motherlode ice, which is going to provide us with, though a bit slowly, ice for our gardens and also ice for fuel. Still have to find those trade stations, but I know they're there. They are there. We just have to find them. But we found so much good salvage, so much good material. I'm really excited by the fact that we may be able to land there, get there, and get enough contract materials done because we're already going to have what we need. And we do have to work on the station. Epsilon Station's coming along. The contents of the Safehouse is going to really make a difference. So, what was that? Something popped up. I didn't see what it was. Let's pop up here and see what the comms say. Nope. Okay. There was something that popped up. I didn't see quite what it was, but... Alright guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time on Epsilon, Longhorn Economy of Space Engineers. You know the deal, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. That way I know that this is what you're looking for, and if you got some ideas, hit them up. Thank you so much for joining me, Minuteman. It was great to see you. Great to see that you're doing okay. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.